Good morning and welcome to your 15-minute free glute focused class. So in today's class, we are going to be focusing mainly on the glutes, side of the glutes and the glute max at the back. Most of the class will be performed on the floor, so I want you to make sure you have your mat ready or your carpet space, wherever you are comfortable on the floor. The most important thing that I will say for this class is please make sure you know that you have worked your one leg and then the other, and be very careful not to double up on the same side. Okay, with that being said, let's get started. We're going to sit down onto the floor or mat to begin. So we're going to start off with just mobilizing through those hips. So we're going to sit with the feet as wide as possible and the hands behind us. You want to be as comfortable in this position as possible, and then just drop the knees to one side. So we're making a double right angle with our legs, and we're trying to get that inside knee as close to the floor as possible. And what you'll find here is there'll be a bit of tension, a bit of stiffness, especially if it's first thing in the morning and you've just jumped out of bed. So just ease into it. Great, we're going to do just 3 more of those. Allowing the pelvis to twist, light rotation through the lower back as well. Last one. Coming into the center, I'm going to let the legs drop to one side and face my shin completely. So I've sat up, I'm in this double right angle. This might be feeling a bit rough. Put your hands down in front of you. Just feel the stretch, feel the opening around the hips for 3, 2, 1. Coming up, we do exactly the same thing on the other side. So the legs are going to fall to the other side, face the leg, hands forward into a bit of a stretch. You might feel a little bit crampy over the hips. Just do what you can. 3, 2, 1, and coming up. Fantastic. We're going to take that straight into a bridge. So we're going to lie down onto your back, and I want you to just think about getting your feet in line with your hips. So not too wide, not too narrow, just in line with your hips. And we're going to start to think about the footprint itself. Okay, so imagine the outline of your entire foot evenly pressing down onto the floor. And now as you start to press the feet into the floor, you'll feel a little bit of activation happening in the backs of the legs. Okay, so we really want to harness that activation. So I'm going to press my feet down into the floor. At the same time, pull my belly button into my spine, and then allow my hips to peel off the floor and lift up into a bridge. Now your first one's going to feel a little bit sticky. That's okay. You're going to hold it here, keep pushing the feet into the floor, and then slowly melt the pelvis back down. And when you get to the bottom, relax completely for me. So let the glutes completely soften, give them a breather. Okay, let's try that again, nice and slow. We want to make sure that we're hitting all our markers. So pushing the feet down into the floor as much as you can. Feel the backs of the legs start to fire up. From there, draw the belly button in, scoop the pelvis, and roll the hips up, finding and establishing that bridge position. Holding it here a little bit longer. Draw the belly button up. It's like you're zipping up through the abdominals. Squeeze down through the feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's slowly roll that down and relax completely. Now we're going to go for 4 in succession, a little bit quicker. Keep the same thought process. Okay, feet are pushing down, belly button is zipping up. Here we go. I lift the hips, squeeze at the top and drop them down. Again, squeeze at the top and drop. 2 more. Squeeze at the top, keep the belly tight and down. Last one, lift and hold. Let's hold those hips here. Let's establish this position. Bring the arms down to the sides for a little bit of support. Make sure the ribs stay connected. That belly is zipped in. From here, I'm going to release the right leg into the air and hold it on that left leg. Push your left foot down into the floor as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm bringing that leg down, establishing my bridge in the middle. Make sure the hips are even. Can we lift them a bit higher until we lift the left leg up into the air, holding it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, lift those hips a little bit higher again. 2, 1, and relax it down. Excellent. Quick hug of the knees into the chest. And then let's get you set up into your side lying position. Now, it wouldn't be a glute class without the side lying position. If you want to grab yourself a pillow or a block, anything to keep you comfortable, grab to put it underneath your head. Otherwise, you're just using your hand. So I am lying down. I've got my head rested in my hands. From here, the knees are going to be in line with the hips, okay, and the feet in line with the knees. My spine is straight. I'm then lifting up this leg. It's just parallel with my hips, okay? It's not too high. It's parallel to the floor. That is super important placement. And while I'm here, I want to make sure that I'm scooping my lower abdominal. I don't want a rounded spine, but I want activation in my abdominals. And you're holding it here with me, okay? We're hanging out here, and we're starting to feel a bit of activity here on the outside of this raised leg, okay? I want you to just hang out there. This is our ground zero position. We will always come back to this position, okay? We're going to start to close and open, not collapse, close, control, and up. 2, and up, nothing else moves. 3, and up. Keep focused on your lower abdominals, and up. 5, and up. 6, and up. 2 more. 7, and up. Last one. 8, lifted up and hold. Trust me on this. You don't want to drop the leg. If you drop the leg and come back, it's going to be even more difficult. Try and stay here with me. Okay, now from here, we are going to take this foot, we're going to extend it out underneath us, as straight as possible underneath you. Lower abdominals are scooping up. We're lengthening this leg away from us. You should feel a little bit of relief through that area. Hold it for a second and bring it all the way back in. We've got just 3 more of those. Extending it out and back without letting the height, okay, decrease. And bring it in. 2 more, nice and slow. This is all about the control of that leg. Good. And bring it back in. Let's go for 1 more. Taking it out, extending it away from you. And bringing it in, staying with me in this position. Okay, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my top hand, I'm going to place it on this leg, and I'm going to create resistance. I'm now trying to push my leg up as much as possible against my hand, creating that resistance for another 5, 4, pushing as hard as you can, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give yourself a little bit of a self-massage in that area that is burning. And now remember what leg this is. So this is my left leg, meaning when I come onto my hands and knees, I'm going to be using my left leg still. Okay, so the same leg that was on top is still working right now. Hands are coming down onto all fours and the knees are all the way together. Okay, my knees are pushed together. I'm extending my left leg out behind me. Alrighty, so from there, with that left leg out, I want you to think about your spine. It's going to stay nice and straight. And I'm going to bring that knee into the chest and then extend the leg back out with a lot of control. What I do not want here is any rounding and arching of the spine. Okay, I want a straight spine as that leg comes in and goes back out. Okay. Great work, guys. Let's do 4 more here. 4 and up. 3 and up. 2 and up. Last one. 1 and let's take it out and let's hold it there. Can we lift it a little bit higher? Dropping the elbows down to the floor, lifting that leg as high as possible. Little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold for 3, hold for 2, hold for 1, bring it in, sit it back, and breathe. We're almost done with that leg. I want you to step it forward. So same leg, left leg is forward. From here, we're going to stand up. Okay, and we are now going to do curtsy lunges on that left leg. So slight rotation in the feet so that you can feel nice and stable. I'm on my left leg, the same leg that's been working. My right leg is going to cross behind me, dip to the floor, and we recover. Cross behind me, dip to the floor, and recover. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, when you recover, try recover to a balance. Okay, big curtsy lunge, recover to a balance. Big curtsy lunge, recover to a balance. Let's do 5 more. Down and up. 2 and up. All on that same leg. 3 and up. 4 and up. Last one. 5 and holding that balance. If the foot is on the floor, try and lift it up. Just try to find a balance on this leg for me. Supporting knee is going to bend just slightly, okay? Slight bend in that knee so that we're all in this glute, squeezing that area for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give it a little shake out and breathe. Let's come back down onto the floor and do it all again on the other side. Okay, so as I said, you have to remember that was my left leg. Now I'm going to make sure I'm using my right leg. So I'm going to lie down onto the other side. Okay, lying down onto the side, my head is in my hands. From here, my knees are in line with my hips, my feet in line with my knees. I'm then going to lift the leg up. When I lift it up, I want to make sure I'm stacked, one leg on top of the other, and I'm parallel to the floor. Don't think you're working harder by lifting the leg higher. Higher is easier. Okay, that's not where we want to be. We want to be in that parallel stance. Great. We're hanging out here. We're going to do a posture check. Straight spine, zipped up abdominals, even legs. Fantastic. Now, throughout this side, it's very likely that your left leg, the other leg, is going to scream at you. That's okay. That's normal. Just keep going. Here we go. Close and open. No collapsing. 2 and up. 3 and up. 4 and up. 5 and up. 6 and up. 2 more. 7 and up. Last one. 8. Lift it up and hold. Stay with me. Try not to give in. Try not to let it go. From here, we're going to extend that leg down and slightly back. You want to get it underneath you. You want to feel length to the front of the hip, and then slowly it comes back. This exact movement that we're doing is the same thing we're doing when we're on our hands and knees, just in a different orientation. Okay, so the gravitational pull is coming from a different angle. Alrighty guys, we got 1 more of these. Send it out, push it back, lengthen it away from you so you can feel the space and bring it back in. Top hand onto that leg. Give yourself some proper resistance. Do not cheat yourselves out of this one. Pressing down into your leg, pressing your leg up into your hand. 5, 4, you can do it. 3, 2, 1, and relax. A quick release on that area. As I said, it might be the other side that you are feeling more, and that's okay. Okay, that was my right leg. So I'm still using my right leg. Hands are coming down, knees are together, right leg is out behind me. From here, I am bringing it in, keeping a straight spine and extending it back out. Now, on the right-hand side, I tend to want to open my hip as I extend the leg, okay? So I tend to want to open my pelvis like that. If you find yourself doing that, just bring it back in, okay? Just keep the hip bones facing the floor so that we can really isolate into the correct areas. Okay, let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, Last one, lifting it up and holding it up. Are you ready to go down onto your elbows? Keeping that leg as lifted as possible. Let's find your pulses. Pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it in, sit it back, and stand. Right foot forward, lifting up, ready for those curtsies. So ever so slightly turned out on my right leg. Left leg is going to step behind me and recover. And as soon as you feel like you can bring that up into a balance, then do so. And if balancing isn't for you today, that's absolutely fine. And if you need to position yourself next to something to hold on to, that's also okay. All right. Let's go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Let's take it into that balance, hold. Can we soften the knee on the right hand side a little bit? Activate into that glute. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shaking out that leg. Let's come down onto the floor one last time. So lying down onto your back, we're going to take it into those bridges just one more time. So finding that same position, so feet are directly underneath the hips, and you will now feel that the sides of the glutes are really nice and activated, really present. Let's push down through the feet. Let's lift those hips up. If possible, let's bring the arms up to the ceiling. Okay, so they're no longer supporting us. We're going to go for a set of half ranges. Halfway down and up. 2 and up. Keep pressure into the feet. Keep the belly drawn in. Down and up. Down and up. 4 more. Down and up. 3 and up. 2 and up. Last one. 1 lifted up and hold for 5, 4, 3. Taking it straight into your marches. If you need to bring your arms down, that's no problem. Right leg up and down. Left leg up. We are almost there. Right leg up. Zip your belly buttons in and up and down. 4 more. Right and down and left and down. 2 more. Right and down and left and down. Lift those hips up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it out. Hug those knees into the chest and gently rock side to side. Excellent work. You're going to end with a quick release, mimicking how we started. So feet are nice and wide. Woo. Let them drop over to the side. Take yourself over into a bit of a stretch. Allow the elbows to soften down to the floor, and you can spend as much time in this position as you need to, okay, as you feel comfortable. If you feel like you need to rotate a little bit more to find a stretch or lie down further forward, go ahead, just find that release in the outside of the front leg. When you're feeling ready, you'll take it over to the other side. Please feel free to stay longer in these stretches. Okay, for example, on this left-hand side, I feel like I should sit here for the whole day because it's super tight. So finding that stretch, possibly dropping the elbows down, just breathing into it, spending as much time as you feel necessary in these stretch positions. Thank you so much for joining your glute focused strength class. Anything to do with the glutes and pelvis is going to really support your lower back discomfort as well as your hip flexor function. So if you are finding that you are getting an ache in the front of your hips or an ache in the lower back, then do this routine, strengthen up the pelvis, the muscles around the pelvis, and start to feel better.
Thank you for moving with me. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you want to know more about how you can safely, effectively, and simply look after your physical and mental well-being, please head to kezawellness.com for many more diverse solutions. Thank you.